Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This is Dr. Shahid Hussain. As you all know that we have started a new series of discussion on a very important topic, and that topic is New World Information and Communication Order. So far in our first video, we have discussed the introduction of New World Information and Communication Order, and today we are going to discuss another very important aspect of the New World Information and Communication Order, and that is the historical perspectives of NWICO. यानी कि what were the historical perspectives of New World Information and Communication Order that this debate came under discussion in the UNESCO and United Nations. So when we talk about the historical perspectives of the NWICO, so the fundamental issues of imbalances in global communication had been discussed for some time. The American media scholar Wilbur Schramm noted in 1964 that the flow of news among nations is thin, that much attention is given to the developed countries and little to the less developing ones, that important events are ignored and reality is distorted. These were the words of the Wilbur Schramm. Similarly, from a more radical perspective, Herbert Schiller observed in 1969 that developing countries had little meaningful input into decisions about radio frequency allocations for satellite at a key meeting in Geneva in 1962. This was another concern. So these were some of the concerns which were coming from the different quarters regarding the imbalances in the international representation on the media, and especially the representation which was enjoyed by the developing countries, by the less developed countries at that time. Schiller even pointed out that many satellites had military applications. In the 1970s, these and other issues were taken up by the non-aligned movement and debated within the United Nations and UNESCO. In 1970s, at the 16th Congress of the UNESCO, the NWICO was clearly raised for the first time. New World Information and Communication Order grew out of the new International Economic Order of 1974, which was a debate regarding the global economic order, and it was the voice of the less developed countries that the global economic resources or the distribution of the global economic resources was not equitable, and rather it was marginalized, or less developed countries were having less share in the global economic resources. From 1976 to 1978, the New World Information and Communication Order was generally called the New World Information Order, or the New International Information Order. So mostly in our academic writings, when we find some book having the discussion regarding New World Information and Communication Order, तो आप उसमें देखेंगे कि normally simply it is named as the New World Information Order or New International Information Order. So these are the normal synonym terminologies used for the New World Information and Communication Order. In 1976, for the first time, the slogan of establishing a New World Information and Communication Order was clearly proposed. At the start of the discussion, the NWICO got associated with the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, which is usually abbreviated as UNESCO. Mass media concerns began with the meeting of the non-aligned nations in Algiers in 1973, again in Tunis in 1976, and later in 1976 at the New Delhi. In meetings में जो mass media concerns थे, या concerns regarding the inequality in the communication, inequality in the information dissemination, तो वो in meetings के बाद जो है ना, these concerns were originated, या these concerns got attention of the debate in the United Nations and the UNESCO. Previously start में basically the more focus was on the new International Economic Order. So when we talk about the New World Information and Communication Order, the new order plan was formulated by Mustafa Masmoudi, who submitted working paper to the McBride Commission. और McBride Commission के बारे में इंशाल्लाह next जो हमारी video होगी, we will be discussing in detail some of the important aspects of McBride Commission, and similarly we will be discussing other important aspects of the New World Information and Communication Order, like the issues or the concerns raised as part of the NWICO discussions. Similarly, we will be discussing the responses of the West on the debate in the UNESCO regarding the NWICO. What was the what was the response of the developed world, what was the response of the global north regarding this debate in the United Nations. Inshallah, in our future video, we will also be discussing the important developments as regards to NWICO, and we will also be discussing the technological developments as regards to NWICO and its implication in this contemporary digital era. So these are the topics, inshallah, we will be discussing. Today we focused on the historical perspectives as regards to the NWICO, the New World Information and Communication Order, and in our previous video we have already discussed the introduction of the NWICO. I hope you people are getting the concept of NWICO. Inshallah, very soon we will meet again. अगर आपने चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो do subscribe it right now. Also press the bell icon so you may be able to get all of my videos regularly without any hurdle. इंशाल्लाह बहुत जल्द नए टॉपिक के साथ मुलाकात होगी. तब तक अपना ख्याल रखिएगा, मुझे भी अपनी दुआ में शामिल रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफिज.